Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Tech Talk by Xeven Solutions, where we talk to experts, entrepreneurs, and enthusiasts in innovative digitization from all over the world. And today I'm very excited to talk to our guest, but just before we move ahead with that, I would like all of you to just take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the like button, visit our website if you want to know more about what we do, and follow us on social media because that's where we're most active. So today we have with us Mr. Umar Qamar, who is the co-founder of ELO, an online store for sustainable and affordable clothing that ranks among the top 100 Shopify stores globally and is Pakistan's most visited online store, receiving over 3 million visitors each month. So what an accomplishment, and welcome to the podcast, Umar.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So really, I just want to start off by asking you, what inspired you to, start a business in sustainable clothing in Pakistan and then shift it to the online space, especially when online shopping at that time wasn't so mainstream?
Initially, the main business idea was just to get rid of the excess inventory which was sitting in my father's factory. So I come from a textile background. So when I came back, I saw that there was a lot of fabric, lot of garments sitting in our warehouse, which couldn't be shipped abroad because we missed the order deadlines, or we made extra pieces. So they placed an order for 10,000 pieces. We made 11,000 pieces just to make sure that if something goes wrong, we can utilize the excess production pieces to cover our main order. I used to go to the warehouse. There were tons of garments sitting there just going to waste. So before starting ELO, what the factory used to do, what my father factory used to do, was they used to sell this garments to a lotia, which is like a local wholesaler buyer who used to come to the factory, and he would buy like a hoodie which we manufactured for $10, and he'll buy it for $1. So we were like making a loss. So we realized that we can sell that hoodie for more than $1. We don't need to sell it for $1. So it would be eventually, we wouldn't be able to recover the main cost of the product, but we would be able to cover at least 50% of the production cost. And that's how the business started. And we just made a simple website on Shopify, took a photo from our camera phone and started uploading photos, and there's no looking back. So that's how it started.
Amazing. I think that was such a smart decision, and to sort of recycle, especially in this industry of fast fashion. I think it was such a smart way to utilize the leftover, and ELO stands for export leftover. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So how do you think Shopify or the e-commerce industry in general has changed the shopping experience for the average consumer?
I think Shopify, we wouldn't be here without Shopify. Shopify enabled people like me who do not have tech knowledge to start their own stores, because it's just plug and play. It's very simple solutions. You can watch some videos on YouTube. You can write on forums. This community is very strong. So if you go through any problems, there would be help. And it's very easy. The interface is very user-friendly. Like, I worked on other platforms like Magento, WordPress, PrestaShop, and nothing beats Shopify. Shopify is just so user-friendly. It's so simple. You don't need any tech knowledge to run a Shopify store. And I would say that the time was right when we started off in 2013. There was like e-commerce was just coming in. Like, Daraz was only launched in 2012. We came in 2013, so we were just like a year late. And we could see that the e-commerce was just picking up. So the timing was right, and e-commerce allowed people like me who are from Faisalabad to sell our products everywhere in the world. Everywhere in Pakistan, at least. We can sell everywhere in the world, but we haven't opened our website in outside Pakistan. So it allows us, people from second, third tier cities, to sell their product online, which I think wouldn't have happened without e-commerce.
Amazing. And I think I think you said that, since you started in 2013, that was well before the pandemic even started.
Yeah.
So do you think that the transition from physical shopping or physical retailing towards online or digital selling and buying was inevitable, or do you think the pandemic sort of hastened the process? Do you think the pandemic quickened the process of
The adaptation to online shopping?
yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, of course. I think it gave us a 5-year head start. Easy. Uh, uh, because with pandemic, everything was closed, everything was shut down. So people had to go online. People who were skeptical about buying stuff online, they had to do it. And I think the conversion to online during those pandemic gave a lot of people a lot of trust to shop online. So yeah, huge change. And I would say, first off, people were buying small stuff like face masks, hand sanitizers, because they were sold out in the medical shops. So the first adapters were not buying clothes, they were buying essential COVID items, and then they started buying other stuff. So I think the transition was very good, and it helped all e-commerce players in Pakistan. I don't think there was any loser in e-commerce space when it comes to COVID.
Yeah, and I was actually going through some stats, and I saw that the Shopify store, the revenue for Shopify had increased, had spiked just in the recent one and a half year, and the online selling has also just increased by 45% in Pakistan alone. So I'm sure that your business also saw an impact of that. So I'm wondering now that how were you able to adapt to the increasing traffic during this time, and what were some of the measures that you took to make your business scalable and to adapt to this shift, sudden shift in traffic during the pandemic?
Can you repeat again, please?
I'm saying that I'm sure that, because there's been a spike in online shopping and online sales just within the past year itself. So I'm sure that your business also saw an impact of increasing traffic during the pandemic. So I'm wondering how your business adapted to the increasing traffic, or was there sudden or was it gradual? And what measures did you take, or did your business take to adapt?
I would say since COVID, it has been gradual increase, but the gradual increase was like still 30, 40, 50%. And before COVID, we were seeing increase in our month-on-month sales about 10, 15, 20%. So the scale up was quite high. And during the busy like Black Friday period, which is like winter season for clothing, we doubled our sales. Like it went just crazy, because the other impact which we saw was not only COVID, but because of the dollar rupee devaluation, huge taxes on import, everything in the local market was becoming more expensive. So it gave us an edge that if somebody wants to buy a t-shirt, they wouldn't be able to buy some for like less than 1,000 rupees. And we were able to sell it for 300, 400 because we were able to use the leftover fabric to make that shirt, or we were able to sell a leftover t-shirt, which nobody in the local market can compete. So the price differential, which was maybe 3 times, now was 5 times because of the country's situation, which helped us grow the business more.
Yeah. And so in this age of disruption or digital disruption, like you said, because there's a higher level of consumer expectations and demands, do you feel like as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, the pressure is at a different level for you to sort of meet the constantly evolving digital landscape? Or just something as unprecedented as a pandemic? Do you feel like that the pressure is there, or is it different than pre-pandemic?
I wouldn't say so, because we are a bootstrapped company. So for us, the pressure is always there. We have to make money, otherwise we wouldn't be able to survive. So we are always on our toes to optimize our resources. So for example, we have a limited capacity in our warehouse. We cannot, build a new warehouse and put more stuff in. We have to have a constant cycle of like getting more products and selling them at a constant speed, so we can have an optimal warehouse situation. So the pressure is always there, even before the pandemic. We were working with a small warehouse which has a good capacity. It can like stock up to like 1 million garments, but we have to sell those 1 million garments within 3 months.
Okay.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to have. So so our product life cycle is 90 to 100 days. If something comes in on 1st of January, by 10th of April, it needs to be off our shelves.
So
Otherwise, we wouldn't.
to keep this cycle going, have you put any automation processes in place, and how have you automated your business?
So basically, so it has a lot with advertisement, how we do that. Then a lot of these products, if they're not selling, they'll go on discounts, because if we bought something for 1,000 rupees, we put it on for like 1,600 rupees, 1,500 rupees, it doesn't sell. We bring it down to 1,400, 1,300, 1,200, 11,000. Doesn't sell for 1,000, we'll sell it at a loss for 900, because we have to meet that target.
Right.
And
right.
we'll make a decision that we are never going to buy that product again.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
So that kind of automation. Then a lot of automation on retargeting, sending automation, SMSs, emails, sending out gift vouchers to customers, inciting them to buy more from us. So that is.
So this is your marketing. So I mean, what you're saying is that you have to keep your marketing strong, which brings me, because I'm from the marketing background, and I still feel like entrepreneurs in Pakistan, they don't really have a lot of awareness about digital marketing and the impact that digital marketing has on businesses, whether it's a brick and mortar business or whether it's something online. So, I love that you brought it up. And can you please explain from your experience how important marketing actually is, and especially digital? And I think you just can't separate the two. You can't say it's conventional or electronic marketing or digital marketing anymore. I think it's just become one. So what do you think? Can you maybe bring it up in your experience and how important?
I think with digital marketing, the results are pretty quick, pretty efficient. So for example, when it comes to conventional marketing, you'll see a billboard of like a t-shirt, for example. You're driving, you'll see a billboard and you'll be like, okay, there's a discount going on in this store, I'll check it out. Whereas with digital marketing, you see something you like, you click, you buy. So very impulsive, and the information is right there, so you can do whatever you want, you can make your decision very quickly. Whereas with conventional marketing, you read a magazine, then you have to go to your computer, or you have to go to the store to buy stuff. So I think it's more efficient, and actually I can track it. So with Facebook and Google, I can actually analyze what's happening, how much money I spend, how much money I'm getting back from those ads. Whereas with conventional marketing, I can never tell how many people saw the board unless I do a lot of surveys, a lot of research. So for me, it's very efficient, it's very quick. You can see those data on analytics dashboard or Facebook dashboard, and the information would be there. So I think it's easier to basically scale up and understand what's happening with your money, what you spend on advertisement.
So you would say the investment in marketing is definitely worth it?
Definitely. Digital marketing, I never do conventional marketing. So for us, we have tried conventional marketing. We put ads on magazines, and we just don't know if it's working or not, because we are so used to seeing quick results. Or results which we can analyze.
Yeah, and it's funny you brought up quick results, because I think the consumer now is just, every day we're so used to our life becoming so fast-paced with 1 click, 2 clicks, and I think it's so important to sort of realize that it has become the new normal. And if the people who don't adapt to it, I think are going to lose big time in terms of opportunity. Yeah. So where do you see ELO in 5 years?
So what we see with ELO is that we have a brand called Polar Republica, which we use, which only uses leftover fabric, leftover zips, leftover buttons to make stuff. So we see that becoming more visible, getting out of only the knit space, getting into leather, getting into denim space. So we just make t-shirts out of those leftover fabrics. So what we see is that there is a lot of denim fabric sitting in our warehouses in everywhere in Pakistan, which we can buy and make denim jackets, denim pants at a fraction of the price because we are using leftover fabric. And we see the same with leather products. We see the same with bed sheets. So we want to focus more of our attention towards that avenue, that angle, that product, that business line.
Okay, great. And as a, someone that's been in the business for a couple of years now, I was going through your LinkedIn posts and I came across a post from 2013 where you were in this small office space and you had a couple of packages. And at that time, it was very nicely summarized where you said that I was the product photographer, I was the content writer, I was, you did multiple roles, you were the customer support. So now looking back at your journey, is there what challenges did you face, first of all, because obviously it's not overnight success? And is there a particular moment or a particular memory or a particular time that really sticks with you that you think was a turning point for you in your career or in your business?
Oh, yeah, well, there was like a big incident which happened back in 2017. The factory where ELO is situated, my father's factory, it caught fire, and everything, like half of the factory and the warehouse, ELO's warehouse, was like gone to zero within one night. We had like 400,000, 500,000 garments, and everything got burnt. Every single piece got burned. There was nothing in the inventory.
Wow.
And I wrote an email to all the customers telling that we'll refund your money. So for example, a lot of customers sent back their items because they wanted to get it exchanged. So we sent them that, there would be delays because, it was such a big thing. And we'll process your refunds, but we will take your time. All the orders which you place would not be shipped because we don't have any inventory. Everything is burnt. And after that, the factory caught fire on 25th of August. We were back in business on 1st of September because I called my suppliers and they said, don't worry about the money. We'll send you your products, sell it, give the money when you sell it. So it gave us a lot of confidence that there is a lot of trust with the customers when it comes to Yellow, and a lot of trust with suppliers as well, that their money is safe with the Yellow. So that was like one of the moments when we thought that, okay, it is a brand. It is, people do trust Yellow. Not only consumers, but also suppliers. All the stakeholders in the companies have a huge trust in the company. So that was reassuring that we are doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that is a testament to the fact, to your the way that you do business with others. So thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah. And just to, I don't want to take much of your time, but just to wind up, I'm sure there are a lot of people now more than ever that are, young entrepreneurs or startups that want to jump into this space. Any advice for them?
I think just take a leap of faith and start doing something, because a lot of people just sit back and just think about, oh yaar, मैंने अगर ये ना किया ये हो जाएगा, अगर मैं fail हो गया तो पता नहीं माँ बाप से डांट पड़ेगी, पैसे lose हो जाएंगे. So they don't take that crucial leap of faith. और वो जो अपना पहला step नहीं लेते, जिसकी वजह से I think they don't carry on, they just lose it, and then they have regrets. यार मैंने ये शुरू नहीं किया, मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी यार नहीं होएगा, फेल हो जाओगे, खैर है. हम लोग इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स करते हैं, इतने काम करते हैं, 10 दफा फेल होते हैं, फिर 11वीं दफा ठीक हो जाता है काम, because we keep on trying and do something. A lot of people just think and they never start. So I think the most important thing is just start यार. प्लानिंग वगैरह छोड़ दो, आप हो जाएगी. आपने अगर काम करना, you will figure out something. And that's what I feel with a lot of youth, that they have these crazy zany ideas and they never proceed with it.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. And the most important thing is just take the first step and start.
Yeah.
And hopefully everything will fall into place.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Umar. Thank you for being here today. And I hope to talk to you in another 5 years' time with another milestone that you've achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. You too. Thank you so much. Bye.